Hi, Justice Ginsburg. How are you doing? Everyone in America's wondering how you're doing right now.
It's nuts. It's
Just fine.
Just fine? All right. Are you excited about all the success of all the RBG movie?
Hello and welcome, fellow digital soldiers, to True Reporting. It is February 19th, and on today's podcast, we will be covering the latest Q posts, and I can tell you now, they are mind-blowing. Also, we'll be going over and reviewing an article entitled "Former CIA Officer Exposes Clinton Charity Fraud as the Biggest Scandal in U.S. History." Also, back in the news is our good friend Jussie Smollett. This guy is going to be facing a grand jury for his faked hate crime, and much more on tonight's podcast. But before we get into any of that, would you please go ahead and click the bell to get notifications? I have been shadow banned, and also follow me on Twitter at True Reporting, and don't forget to leave a like. The more likes that this video receives, the more times it is recommended to other viewers, thus more eyes on the truth. And with that being said, my friends, let's go ahead and hop into it. This is True Reporting. So guys, like I said, Q posted a lot today, but I wanted to go over some pinpointed posts. I hope you enjoyed the intro video. RBG still not seen. They're definitely still putting out fake news, using old footage from 2018. They just can't trust them, right? They have a lot of people fooled, though, which is sad. People think she's still alive. I believe she's worm food. So, anyways, 2816, we see the declassification, guys, of all requested documents plus more will occur. We are guaranteed justice. This is not a game. Do not let personal emotional desires do it now, in quotes. Now. What is taking so long? Now. Take over. Do not let personal emotional desires take over. Just keep a good positive frame of mind. It is going to take place. Logical thinking and strategy should always be applied. Game theory, absolutely. This is a panning out to be moves and counter moves. 5D chess between good and evil. We have got to be patient, right? We all want to see equal justice under the law. Absolutely. That's the only way to do it. New threats, investigations by, oh my God, the Southern District of New York. And why my reaction? Because we know that that's where the Anthony Weiner laptop is. The Southern District of New York. Adam Schiff and Maxine Waters, in an effort to delay, prevent release, insurance extension, will fail. Is that the HRC video? Transparency is the only way forward. Define the following: treason, sedition, subversion, conspiracy to commit assassination, murder. Do you understand and fully appreciate the gravity of the situation? I do. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't. Do you understand and fully appreciate what POTUS endures each and every single day? I surely do. He has the weight of the world on his back, and he's doing it all for the American people. And I'd probably say to go to the extent of the entire population of the planet. He loves this country. He loves you. We must stand together in this fight. There is evil in this world. There is darkness in this world. There are those in power who wish to control, enslave you, to keep you sedated, to keep you unaware, to keep you blind. This will be on our timetable, and we will deliver. Transparency and prosecution. There is simply no other way except one. Q. So obviously what this means is, I wish you would have said timeline. That would have been pretty cool. But nevertheless, this post is extremely important. We are being guaranteed justice, which is amazing. And there's more to back that up. We can see here post 2818. This is an older post from September 15, 2018. And it is talking about the executive order. And it is saying classification prohibitions and limitations. In no case shall information be classified, continue to be maintained as classified, or fail to be declassified in order to conceal violations of law, inefficiency, or administrative error, prevent embarrassment to a person, organization, or agency, restrain competition. Basically, what this means is that they're going to, no matter what, release this information. They're not going to hold this back, because the classified information, the deep state and everyone can hide behind that, and this executive order will release the floodgates of information onto the American public. And then from September 17, 2018, at the request of the number of committees of Congress and for reasons of transparency, the President has directed the Office of the Director of National Intelligence and the Director of Justice, Department of Justice, including the FBI, to provide for the immediate declassification of the following materials. Pages 10 through 12, 17 through 34 of the FISA application. Oh my God. Also, the FBI reports and interviews with Bruce Orr, prepared in connection with the Russia investigation. All FBI reports and interviews prepared in connection with all Carter Page FISA applications. In addition, President Donald J. Trump has directed the Department of Justice, including the FBI, to publicly release all text messages relating to the Russia investigation without redaction of James Comey, Andrew McCabe, Peter Strzok, Lisa Page, and Bruce Orr. And then we can see here, this was a little later. I met with the DOJ concerning the declassification of various unredacted documents. They agreed to release them, but stated that so doing may have a perceived negative impact on the Russia probe. Also, key allies called to ask not to release. Therefore, the Inspector General has been asked to review these documents on an expedited basis. I believe he will move quickly on this and hopefully other things which he is looking at. In the end, I can always declassify it, and if it proves necessary. Speed is very important to me and everyone. Review time, absolutely. So, future proves past. This is all going to come out. These people have signed their own death warrant, in my opinion. We can see here more review time. I hereby demand, and will do so officially tomorrow, that the Department of Justice look into whether or not the FBI and the Department of Justice infiltrated or surveilled the Trump campaign for political purposes. That's treason. You can't spy on a sitting president. And if any such demands or requests were made by people within the Obama administration, he will go down as well. I hereby demand a second investigation after Schumer of Pelosi for her close ties to Russia and lying about it. Politico. Review time, Q. And then 2821, it says here, thoughts and prayers. May you be comforted by the outpouring of love surrounding you, Q. So, yeah, got to have positive thoughts. Push it out there into the global consciousness, right? So a lot taking place here, guys. A lot of information. That one post regarding they are going to do what is necessary. The declassification of all requested documents will occur. This is going to occur, so get ready. We are in the greatest timeline in American history. We will witness this. It's going to be incredible. And speaking of declassifications and arrests being made, I wanted to show you this article. This is coming from a whistleblower. Kevin Shipp says the reason for all crime and treason at the FBI and DOJ all boils down to one thing: the Clinton so-called charity. Shipp explains Hillary Clinton was running and is running a global financial criminal syndicate. She was using these secret servers to conduct Clinton financial money laundering business. The shocking thing about this is all the former directors of the CIA that have come out to support her, from Clapper to Brennan to Morrill to Robert Gates, supporting her being elected, knew about this criminal syndicate. Comey was protecting it. Lynch was protecting it. Wiseman was protecting it. And that is the big why. What does she have on these people? Blackmail, pedophilia, murder, tax evasion, you name it. Everything is out there. That is how this global cabal works. You are indoctrinated in it by blackmail. You can never get out. And I believe that Trump has pardoned some people who have done maybe less crimes, maybe tax evasion or something that's not to the extent of, the 10 Commandments, the 7 deadly sins, something like that. Something that's not going to get you put behind bars forever. Maybe they will cut these people some slack on lower criminal charges, right? Are they financial ties? They had to be aware of this, especially the counterintelligence units. We know it was hacked into by the foreign intelligence services because it was just hanging out there. Hillary Clinton was running a secret server outside the Department of State for the purposes of laundering money through the criminal Clinton Foundation. Are the crimes and treason of the Clinton Foundation the anvil that is about to drop? Shipp says, it's not just an anvil. I think it is a mountain and the nexus of everything. This Clinton Global Initiative is worldwide. It's been out there for a couple of decades. It has now intertwined former directors of the CIA and FBI. George Soros is a part of it. It's connected to all kinds of global financial institutions. It is at least a $100 billion entity. All these people protecting and defending Hillary Clinton and knowing about her criminal syndicate. This goes into the so-called deep state of our government, and it is connected, involved, and intertwined in the global criminal crime syndicate called the Clinton Foundation. This is probably going to be the biggest scandal in U.S. history once it is busted, and we are right around the corner. It's right around the corner from us. I think they are quietly working on it now, and I think they have been for the last year. It is so huge, the arrests and indictments could cause a constitutional crisis with some people being removed. Maybe that's why they are moving slowly. It all comes back down to the Clinton Foundation and the criminal syndicate. Is former President Obama involved with the Clinton crime syndicate? Shipp says, yes, I am absolutely convinced of it. George Soros gave $30 million to Obama's campaign. Then he gave $27.1 million to Hillary Clinton's campaign. Both Obama and the Clintons are tied directly into George Soros. Obama was put into office with millions of dollars that came out of nowhere. Yes, he is part of the cabal. Yes, he's part of this global syndicate. In my opinion, the subversion of our government. In closing, Shipp contends there could be a constitutional crisis in that we could see congressmen, senators, former directors of the FBI and CIA perp walked after they receive charges. Could you imagine if the senior DOJ officials were arrested, some congressmen and senators were arrested, and other government officials were arrested on charges and walked out of office? That's the constitutional crisis I am talking about. Those kind of high-level arrests would shake up this nation. It would be huge, and that's why it has taken so long and methodical in doing this. It is, and again, guys, this is right around the corner. We can go into this really quick. Our good old friend Jussie Smollett, the liar. Jussie Smollett refuses to meet with Chicago police, hires crisis management firm. What is this guy doing? This guy is going to face a grand jury. He's going to go to prison for faking a hate crime, and people still believe this guy? Even when CNN, the Mockingbird media, definitely just puts it out there. Hey, you were lying. You paid off these guys. You're trying to blackmail people. This is what happens, guys. This is what happens in the world of Hollywood. And, I went over it before. Jussie Smollett has direct ties and is friends with Michelle Obama, Maxine Waters, President Obama, all these people, all these left-wing loons, these criminals he's directly tied into, probably through MK Ultra or some sort of, along those lines, which is sickening, guys. And I wanted to end on this really quick. I know you're well aware of it. This is the testimony, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. A lot of people may think that the intro video could be, just random quotes put out there. It's not, there's no weight to it. But this is real. You can Google it. Just Google testimony, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, July 23rd, 1993, to the Senate Judiciary Committee. Like I've said, and most of us already know this, that she is basically, women must be drafted when men are drafted. Women must be assigned to military combat duty, yada, yada, yada. And moral standards. These are her moral standards. The age consent for sexual acts must be lowered to 12 years old. I mean, what is this woman thinking about? Prostitution must be legalized. These are her morals. This is insane. Prisons must be sex integrated. Schools must be sex integrated. Single sex schools and colleges. All boys and all girl organizations must be sex integrated. Fraternities, sororities. What in the hell is wrong with this person, right? In the family, this is her thoughts on the family. The traditional family concept of a husband and breadwinner and wife as homemaker must be eliminated. Right? No roles. They don't want roles. They want to break the family up. They've done this to the African American population. They separate the father from the family, and then they pander to the black and Hispanic community. That's what they do. The Democrats are evil, evil people. And I think they're all going to be brought to justice when everyone begins to wake up, which they already are. And with that being said, my friends, if you enjoyed this and you found it informative, please subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Twitter at True Reporting. And don't forget to leave a like on this video. You can also donate to this channel by going to my PayPal or my Patreon in the description box below. I hope you are all having a wonderful evening and a very good week. Please be kind to one another, love one another, and we will talk to you very soon. Have a great night. Goodbye.